Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best zoom cameras in the market for
2022.
I made this list based on my personal opinion and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these zoom cameras, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which camera are you using right now and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Panasonic Lumix FZ80. Best budget option. First off, we have a super special camera here that's great overall, but especially for video recording. The Panasonic Lumix FZ80. This camera has all the modern features that you might expect from a DSLR, and it delivers them exceptionally well. Versatile, easy to use, and great functionalities fitting the needs of even the most nitpicky users. This camera is packed with an 18-megapixel BSI CMOS sensor accompanied by the Venus Engine image processor that has done wonders. It has an ISO range that spans from 80 to 6400, and it has a 49-point autofocus performance with a contrast detect sensor. Video shooting is its most important feature though, as it features 4K video at 30 frames per second excellently. On top of that, it can shoot 10 FPS in RAW without a problem with a fast autofocus. I've used this camera for about 3 weeks before coming to a verdict, and I can confirm it delivers ample fun. The 60x optical zoom was pretty interesting to use, and at this price point I didn't expect it. Video shooting capabilities were excellent as well, and in good lighting conditions you can take professional level photographs without a doubt. If you want to get going with photography and want a simple but capable package, the Panasonic Lumix FZ80 is perfect for you. Number 4. Panasonic Lumix FZ1000. Best for most people. As expected from Panasonic, the Lumix FZ1000 is a great bridge camera that provides high-quality images and videos for its class and gives you an amazing DSLR feel with a versatile 16x optical zoom without spending thousands of dollars. It may not be the cheapest option on this list, but every cent of this camera is justified thanks to its 20-megapixel 1-inch sensor that provides great image quality, and it offers 4K video and one of the first to do so in the bridge camera market. The major selling point of the Panasonic Lumix FZ1000 is the 20-megapixel sensor, which is 1 inch in size, meaning it's larger than most bridge cameras that sport 1/2.3-inch sensors. The camera has a vari-angle screen that's 3 inches in size and has a resolution of 921K dot, although it's not touchscreen. The electronic viewfinder, however, is remarkable. The Panasonic Lumix FZ1000 is very fast, faster than its predecessor, which was considered amazingly fast. It has a 49-point contrast detect system, which utilizes the defocus DFD technology. The images shot with this camera are amazing, and you'll be pleased with the results, even at higher ISO settings. With its reliable autofocus, great sensor, and 4K shooting, to name a few, this camera provides amazing value for its price. Number 3. Nikon Coolpix P950. Best mid-range option. Moving on, we have the Nikon P950. Let's just call it a compact all-in-one, which may well be the only camera you'll need thanks to a whopping 83x optical zoom with dual optical vibration reduction built into a focal length equivalent to 24 to 2000mm in 35mm film terms. As well as a respectable f2.8 maximum aperture, the camera boasts the ability to shoot 4K video, plus supports the capture of RAW files, making it an option for the enthusiast who wants a big lens backup camera, as well as the family user looking to tick all the boxes. The Super Zoom class is pretty small and refreshingly easy to navigate. Very simply, the more you pay, the more zoom you get, and the more likely it is that you'll get nice extras like OLED viewfinders, customizable controls, and superior video. The P950 also houses a 2.36 million dot electronic viewfinder. A viewfinder is almost a necessity with this much zoom, since supporting the camera with your face keeps it much steadier than holding it at arm's length to use the LCD screen. Point-and-shoot cameras tend to have shorter lifespans before becoming outdated, and the 16-megapixel sensor may outdate the P950 faster, but the camera launched at the start of 2020, so it should offer a few years of use. The zoom on the Nikon P950 is basically telescopic, making the camera ideal for photographing subjects that are typically far away, like birds, wildlife, or the moon. Number 2. Sony Cybershot RX10 IV. Best all-round. Coming up, we have a high-end option that renders the best bridge camera option, but is pretty expensive and not feasible for everyone out there. It's the Sony Cybershot RX10 IV. This one has a perfect sensor, a great optical zoom range, and it's packed with enough features that'll impress even some DSLR users. Fast and packed with tons of performance, the Sony CyberShot RX10 IV can do it all. This small beast is based on a 20.1 megapixel Exmor RS 1-inch sensor that utilizes a stacked architecture. It also combines the features of the on-chip memory and image processing that implements high readout speeds in a great manner. I should state that the electronic shutter is super silent even at higher speeds and eliminates distortion from rolling shutter artifacts. I should note that this camera rocks a 315-point autofocus system that covers a large area of the frame with its high-density AF tracking developed by the manufacturer itself. I've tested this autofocus system in various instances with still and moving subjects. It just converted to real-life performance. I have to state that one of the major selling points of the Sony CyberShot RX10 IV is its continuous AF that works well for moving subjects and in videos as well. If you want details, color, and the best image quality coupled with speed, you should invest in this one without a doubt. Number 1. Nikon Coolpix P1000. Best overall. On top of the list, we have the Nikon Coolpix P1000, which is the definite best in this category. I think that with this camera, you'll get some super pleasant shots without much messing around. It has a superb lens that has a focal range that'll impress everyone. It has 4K resolution video and RAW support, which its predecessor didn't support. This is a pretty hefty machine though, with a polycarbonate build that weighs about 1,415 grams with the memory card and battery installed in it. It's not the best camera to take on your trips, but if you're serious about photography, it is a super solid choice. I have to say that the convenience and controls of the camera are pretty good despite it being large and heavy. The Contrast Detect autofocus system worked wonders on top of settings packed in it. It also has the face detect and target finding features. The manual focus mode is also perfect for enthusiast photographers. This beast shoots amazing photographs with its large enough sensor, 16 megapixels, and its 4K video that presents pleasant results in different circumstances. Vibration reduction on its lens also makes the whole package much more feasible. A true beast in its category. Buying guide. Image quality. There's nothing more important in a camera than image quality, and it's the same in bridge cameras as well. When you decide to buy such a beast, you should check out the sensor of the camera, as it's the most important factor that'll affect the image quality. The larger the sensor, the better the image, since it'll be able to capture more detail overall. However, in bridge cameras you won't spot super large sensors, but still, you should check out the sensor size and resolution it provides. Lens. The lens is the second most important thing, especially with bridge cameras, since you won't be able to change it, unlike a DSLR or a mirrorless system. For that reason, you should check out the quality of the lens and the zoom range. You'll see a lot of specifications regarding this, including focal range, optical zoom, and digital zoom. The most important thing here is the focal range, which should correspond with what you want to photograph, and the optical zoom range, and here you'll see some super impressive options that'll leave you astounded. Video recording. Although compact cameras are mainly used to take photos, most compact cameras these days also feature video support. So if you're comparing cameras and there doesn't seem to be much between them, take a look at the video support, which might be a way to tell them apart. As a rule of thumb, cheaper cameras shoot in lower resolutions. 720p is usually the lowest resolution available, followed by 1080p, and finally the most modern compact cameras offer high-resolution 4K support.